We get our first look at Rebel Moon, and Mark Hamill talks about possibly returning as Joker. But before we get into the thick of it, make sure you tap that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos.
The best geek news for muggles.
Hello, hope you guys have had a lovely week so far. Let's get started with a little bit of news, some good, some bad.
Shut up, get out.
Today, Netflix released a new teaser for their 2023 slate of upcoming movies that included You People with Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy, Extraction 2 with Chris Hemsworth, Damsel with Millie Bobby Brown, just to name a few. But the creme de la creme was our first look at Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon, which will release on December 22nd.
Bullshit, man!
If this felt a little too Star Wars for you, that's because Rebel Moon initially began development as a more mature pitch for the Star Wars universe, but that plan went away when Disney acquired Lucasfilm in 2012, and now Netflix has rated R Star Wars.
You serious?
For my subscription money, I'm most looking forward to David Fincher's The Killer coming out on November 10th, but tell me in the comments what you're most excited to see this year from Netflix.
All of it.
In a new interview with Empire Magazine, Mark Hamill revealed that he likely won't ever reprise his role as Joker ever again.
What?
He went on to explain that whenever he was offered an opportunity to play Joker, that his only question would be, is Kevin Conroy voicing Batman? And if he was, then Mark would sign on. Mark added, quote, "Without Kevin there doesn't seem to be a Batman for me."
Today extracts a heavy toll.
Today we also got a cinematic trailer for Hogwarts Legacy, though I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about this game or not.
What?
Last week I got a chance to sit down with Will Forte and Elizabeth Mitchell to chat about their new film, Aliens Abducted My Parents and Now I Feel Kinda Left Out. But having a moment with Will Forte, I had to ask him if he'd be reprising the greatest hero the world has ever known. I'm a gigantic fan of MacGruber. I love the sketches, the movie, the series. To this day, the scene with you and Ryan, I don't know how to put this gently, the MacGruber will do anything scene. Just tell me what you want me to find. It's peak comedy. It is the funniest scene of all time in any movie ever made. It makes me laugh and cheers me up every time I see it. Has there been any talk or thought of you doing a second season of MacGruber?
From our end, let us at it. We finished the first season, and then they let us start writing a second season. And the stuff that we were coming up with was really, really fun, and we love it. But then at a certain point, the term of that ran out, and then we were just kind of hanging around waiting for an answer. And we never had any kind of answer saying that we weren't doing a second season.
Yeah.
But at this point, if they wanted us to do a second season, I think they probably would have said something.
I think we can put this out there and get it going.
There is nobody I love working with more than those guys. They're like family. And, I remember me and Ryan and Kristen were all, talking about what could happen in a second season and excited to go. So I don't think there's any hold up there. It's just, having Peacock give it the go ahead.
Just point at something in the room and I'll f it for you. Come on, just tell me what you want me to.
And that's that for Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Make sure you like the video or leave a comment because it helps the channel out more than you know. All of the stories in this video came from articles written on ComicBook.com, so if you'd like to read more about some of today's news with your own eyeballs, feel free to head over to ComicBook.com where we work 24/7 to keep you up to speed on all the latest. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff, all of which are linked below. If you're someone who likes listening to other people argue for hours on end about this sort of stuff, we've got you covered there as well with Comic Book Nation, hosted by Kofi Outlaw every Friday, or our Marvel-focused podcast hosted by my best friend Brandon Davis, now on Thursdays. If you want some behind-the-scenes antics or previews of my cosplay, or you want to know what it's like to live on a spaceship for months at a time with no genuine human interaction, find me on Instagram at CKComedy or Twitter at Chris Killian, all linked below.